Have you ever woken up one morning feeling even more tired than when you went to bed, wondering why your body feels heavy, your ankles slightly swollen, or your lower back carrying a dull ache that never seems to go away? You might tell yourself it's just age stress or maybe dehydration. But what if I told you these small, ordinary symptoms could be the first silent cries of your kidneys asking for help? Because here's the unsettling truth in America today. More than 37 million adults are already living with kidney disease, and most of them don't even know it. You can lose up to 90% of your kidney function before a single warning sign ever appears. By the time fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination become noticeable, the damage is often permanent. That's what makes kidney disease one of the most dangerous and misunderstood conditions in modern health. It's a silent destroyer that doesn't shout until it's too late. Think about this for a moment. Your kidneys are no larger than a clenched fist tucked quietly in your lower back, working around the clock to filter more than 50 gallons of blood every single day. They balance your electrolytes, control your blood pressure, and keep every organ functioning smoothly, and yet they rarely get the care or attention they deserve. When they begin to weaken, your entire system begins to falter. Your heart, your brain, even your immune system starts to struggle. It's a slow unraveling that most people don't feel until the damage is irreversible. I'm Dr. Richard Hale, and after more than 20 years working with patients across the United States, I've seen one heartbreaking pattern over and over again. People ignore the subtle signs. They wait until exhaustion turns into chronic illness, until swelling becomes heart strain, and until high blood pressure becomes kidney failure. But it doesn't have to be that way. Protecting your kidneys doesn't require expensive treatments, detox teas, or complicated routines. Sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't found in a prescription bottle at all. It's sitting right there in your kitchen. In this video, I'm going to share something that can truly transform your mornings and your health. 3 simple fruits, affordable, delicious, and backed by science, that can cleanse, protect, and even rejuvenate your kidneys naturally when eaten the right way. I'll show you how each of these fruits works inside your body, how they've helped my patients restore their energy and stabilize their kidney function, and how one small habit can make the difference between years of freedom and a lifetime of dialysis. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn an ordinary breakfast into a quiet act of healing, one that could protect your kidneys and change your life forever. Let's start with something so simple it's almost invisible: the humble apple. Most people think of it as an ordinary fruit, something you toss into a lunchbox or slice into oatmeal. But for your kidneys, an apple isn't just food, it's medicine wrapped in sweetness. I once met Margaret, a 64-year-old retired teacher from Portland, who came to me exhausted. Her blood sugar was climbing, her cholesterol was stubborn, and her ankles would swell after long days. She told me she felt like her body was slowly betraying her. Instead of complicated supplements or strict diets, I asked her to try one small change. Every morning before coffee or breakfast, she started her day with a crisp, fresh apple. Just one. 3 months later, her results stunned even her doctor. Her blood sugar stabilized, her cholesterol dropped, and her kidney numbers, the ones that had been heading in the wrong direction, began to improve. Science explains why. Apples are rich in a special soluble fiber called pectin, which acts like a sponge in your gut. It traps cholesterol and toxins, helping to flush them out before they ever reach your kidneys. Lower cholesterol means smoother blood flow, less vascular strain, and far less pressure on your kidney filters. Every bite is like sending your bloodstream through a natural detox, and that's only the beginning. Apples are loaded with flavonoids and polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that guard your kidney cells from free radicals, those unstable molecules that accelerate aging and inflammation. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism have shown that diets rich in flavonoid-heavy fruits like apples can reduce kidney stress markers by up to 25%. That's not just theory, it's measurable protection. And while most people reach for water or tea, they forget that apples themselves are nearly 85% water. Each juicy bite quietly hydrates you from the inside out, keeping your filtration system flushed and clean. Proper hydration is like oil to an engine. Without it, your kidneys grind under pressure, leading to microscopic damage that builds over time. For Margaret that morning, apple became her silent safeguard, the reason she could go for walks again without swelling or fatigue. If you're managing diabetes or blood pressure, here's another advantage. Apples release sugar slowly, thanks to that same pectin fiber preventing the dangerous glucose spikes that silently erode kidney function. Stable blood sugar means less inflammation and healthier filtration. It's no coincidence that populations with higher apple consumption show lower rates of chronic kidney disease, according to the Harvard School of Public Health. And here's something most people never realize. Apples are naturally low in potassium, making them one of the safest daily fruits for seniors with kidney issues. Now imagine this one small apple helping your heart, stabilizing your blood sugar, reducing inflammation, hydrating your body, and protecting your kidneys all at once. You don't need fancy detox juices or miracle pills. Sometimes healing really does come from something as ordinary as an apple. But knowing this isn't enough because protecting your kidneys takes more than cleansing them. There's another danger one that sneaks in quietly through something far more common than you think, and most people never see it coming. Now let's talk about a fruit that most people forget until Thanksgiving, the cranberry. It's small, tart, and often overlooked, but what it does for your kidneys can be life-changing. While apples cleanse and protect, cranberries defend. They act like tiny shields blocking one of the biggest hidden threats to kidney health infections. I'll never forget Robert, a 70-year-old retired carpenter from Ohio. He'd spent years fighting recurring urinary tract infections. Each time antibiotics helped for a few weeks, but the pain, the sleepless nights, and the exhaustion always came back. He told me, "Doc, I feel fine for a month, then it's like my body turns against me." Tests showed inflammation and early kidney strain, warning signs most people ignore until it's too late. Instead of another round of pills, I asked him to try something different. One small glass of unsweetened cranberry juice every morning. He wasn't convinced, but he trusted the process. 3 months later, his results were remarkable. No infections, no fatigue, and his kidney markers started improving for the first time in years. What changed inside his body, something simple yet powerful, was happening. Cranberries contain plant compounds called proanthocyanidins, or PACs, that stop harmful bacteria like E. coli from sticking to the walls of the urinary tract. If they can't stick, they can't spread, and if they can't spread, they can't damage your kidneys. That's not just theory. A study published in the Journal of Urology found that seniors who regularly consume cranberry products reduced their risk of urinary tract infections by nearly 40%. That's a massive drop for something so natural and affordable. Cranberries also pack a strong dose of vitamin C, which strengthens immunity and helps repair tissue inside your kidneys. For older adults, that's crucial. As we age, our immune system slows down, and even mild infections can trigger inflammation that scars kidney tissue. But here's where most people go wrong. They reach for cranberry cocktails loaded with sugar. That sweetness might taste good, but it fuels inflammation and forces your kidneys to work harder. The real healing power comes from pure, unsweetened cranberry juice or a handful of fresh or dried cranberries added to your breakfast. The taste is sharp, but that tang means it's real. I like to tell my patients, if it doesn't make you pucker a little, it's not the real medicine. Science keeps proving its worth. Research from Harvard and Tufts shows that cranberries can lower inflammatory markers and protect against oxidative stress, two of the biggest drivers behind kidney decline. In simple terms, they help your kidneys breathe easier, keeping those delicate filters from burning out. For Robert, that small glass became more than a habit. It was freedom. No more fear of the next infection, no more antibiotics, no more fatigue stealing his mornings. If you've ever had urinary issues or infections that keep coming back, this simple habit could be your turning point. Try it for 30 days, just one small glass of pure cranberry juice every morning. Then tell me how you feel in the comments below. I read every single one because your story might inspire someone else watching this right now. Cranberries aren't just about fighting infection. They're about prevention, protection, and peace of mind. They give your kidneys a fighting chance to recover naturally. But only knowing how to block infection isn't enough, because there's another silent threat creeping in, one that quietly raises your blood pressure, weakens circulation, and slowly wears down both your heart and kidneys. And the fruit that can stop that, it's sweeter, juicier, and far more powerful than most people ever imagine. And now let's turn to a fruit that tastes like sunshine and carries a power most people completely underestimate: grapes. While apples cleanse and cranberries defend, grapes heal. They work deep inside your body, protecting not just your kidneys, but also your heart, your blood vessels, and every tiny cell that depends on them. I still remember Elaine, a 67-year-old grandmother from Texas. When she first came to me, she was tired, frustrated, and scared. Her blood pressure was climbing, her ankles were swollen, and her doctor had warned her that her kidneys were beginning to show early signs of stress. I've tried everything she told me, but nothing seems to change those numbers. I told her to make one small shift to replace her afternoon cookies and soda with a bowl of fresh grapes. Just 1 cup a day every day. She raised an eyebrow but agreed to try. 4 weeks later, her blood pressure readings had dropped, her swelling was gone, and her lab results looked better than they had in years. The change seemed too simple to be real, but the science behind it is clear. Grapes contain a powerful antioxidant called resveratrol found mostly in the skins. This compound helps neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate the aging of your kidneys. Think of your kidneys like delicate filters. Over time, oxidative stress scratches and scars them, but resveratrol acts like a protective polish, calming inflammation and allowing those filters to recover. That's not just theory. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults who regularly ate grapes showed improved blood vessel flexibility, lower blood pressure, and reduced markers of kidney stress. That's because the kidneys and the heart are teammates. When one suffers, the other always follows. So by supporting your circulation, grapes indirectly take the load off your kidneys too. Each juicy bite sends antioxidants through your bloodstream, cooling inflammation and strengthening your body's natural filtration system. Another bonus, grapes are made up of about 80% water, which means every handful quietly hydrates your body. Most seniors I meet don't drink enough water, and dehydration is one of the biggest yet least recognized triggers for kidney strain. Grapes help fill that gap, hydrating, nourishing, and cleansing all at once. They're also moderate in potassium, making them a safe, kidney-friendly snack for nearly everyone. And if you crave sweets, they're the perfect swap for cookies or candy. I often tell my patients, if you want to eat something sweet, eat what your body can thank you for later, not what it has to fight to recover from. The benefits keep stacking up. Grapes also provide vitamin C to support immunity and vitamin K for stronger blood vessels and bones. They don't just heal, they rebuild. For Elaine, it wasn't just her kidneys that changed, it was her confidence. "I never thought fruit could do this much," she said. "Now I snack without guilt, and I finally feel in control again." And that's exactly the point. Small, consistent habits done right can completely rewrite your health story. If you want to try what Elaine did, start with 1 cup of grapes each day. Keep them in the fridge for a cool snack, toss them into a salad, or blend them with apples and cranberries for the ultimate kidney-friendly smoothie. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. So now you've seen how apples cleanse, cranberries defend, and grapes heal. But knowing how to nourish your kidneys is only half the journey. Because there's something even more important, the daily decisions that determine whether these healthy choices actually stick or fade away with time. And that final truth might just decide how long your kidneys and your life truly thrive. So here's what I want you to remember before we finish. Healing your kidneys doesn't happen overnight. It happens through small, simple choices that you repeat every single day. 1 apple in the morning to cleanse, a glass of cranberry juice to defend, a handful of grapes to heal. These aren't expensive treatments or complicated routines. They're everyday actions that quietly protect you from the inside out. I've seen it work for my patients, and I know it can work for you too. If you've watched this far, that already means you care about your health, and that's the first and most powerful step. So I want to encourage you to take this knowledge and use it. Start tomorrow morning with one of these fruits. Be consistent. Notice how your body feels after a week, a month, 3 months. And don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with someone you love who might be struggling with kidney issues. A simple conversation could save their health, maybe even their life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to save it because you'll want to come back to these reminders. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest medical insights, tips, and natural strategies to protect your kidneys and overall health. I read every comment, so tell me your age, where you're watching from, and which of these fruits you'll try first. I'd love to hear your story. Remember, your kidneys work for you every second of every day. Take care of them and they'll take care of you for a lifetime. I'm Dr. Richard Hale, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll keep learning, growing, and healing together.